here we go. This is Al. I've got a 2004 Chrysler Pacifica replacing the thermostat. There was a lot of videos out there that said you have to take off this whole plenum right here, and I just want to let you know you do not have to do that. Simply, I was able to, took me a few minutes to get it, but with these instructions you'll be able to do it in probably in less than 20-30 minutes. Anyway, the best way to get this thing done is to actually get in there. There's a little bracket that sits right underneath the plenum right here. You want to take that out. There are three screws. There's one that's right here, if you can get a look at that. There's one there, then there's another right here, and then there's one underneath down here. Take those out, this bracket comes out. Uses a 13 millimeter right here, and this is, it's just a smaller wrench. You can take these two off. But once you get that bracket out, you can actually get your 13 millimeter socket inside of here and get it up to the thermostat housing, which if you can see right here. I've got the new one in already, and I just kind of saw once I did that, it was kind of simple. I thought I'd share it. So once there are two screws for the thermostat housing. There's one here and there's one there. This is actually my new one. The old one, this is the new one that's down here. This is the old one I put in for just the sake of this video, because what I did was take this off without taking the hose off first. This is the clear. Once you get this bracket out, just get your 13 millimeter socket, take these two, go underneath the plenum right here. You can get that off and pull this out with the steel, everything still in it. I've got that C-clamp here just backed off so I could get the actual hose connector off. But once you pull this off, assemble your new one. I put my new one in, the gasket, thermostat, put it in. I didn't clamp it on just yet because I wanted to show this video. But once you get that on, you can bend this right back up in here like that. Put your two bolts right back inside, clamp that down, move up your actual C-clamp, clamp it on the new one, and bammo, you're actually in there. Go back, put your bracket back on, and you're good to go. And that's simple. I don't know what's here. I did have to unloose this clamp so I could see the bolt down here, this top bolt, to get off when I was threading my actual, if you see this, let me show you. When I was getting my ratchet down through here, if you can see it moving around down there, I had to pull this off to get, so I could see to get it on the actual, let's see here. If you can see it moving around down there, kind of flashing, that was to get it on the nut. Take that off right there. There it goes, right there. So I had to move this harness, this wire harness. It had a little a grommet stuck inside of here. I just pinched it with a pair of pliers, needle nose pliers, pulled it out, and unloosed this connector right here so I could get down there and see to get that top bolt off. Once I did that, and granted all of the bracket was off during that time, took off the lower bracket, pulled that off. Once that happened, it was a piece of cake. You see this aluminum down here. This was just a makeshift to catch any bolts that I might have dropped down inside when I was taking this off. I didn't want a chance to drop any screws down in there that I didn't have any to replace it with. But that's it. If you can get that done, by taking off the radiator hose, you're going to see a tremendous amount in reduced time in getting this off. I just want everybody to see that. This is the key, is to take this whole thing off before you actually take it off the hose, because you can pull this off. You can install the new thermostat in. There's a there's the actual gasket that goes around there. Put the gasket on. If you want to, you can take a little gasket sealer. What I did was just put a little bit around here so it's stuck on there. I threaded my bolts back in here, and I put it right up against the housing with all of this connected. Got my bolts back down in there. The bolts were already seated. Put them in there, threw on my ratchet, tighten them down, and that's it. 2004 Chrysler Pacifica. To take this out of here, just to show you that I was down there. You waste a little antifreeze down there, but that's not going to be a big problem. Okay, there we go.